Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Again, apologies for my stinking cold. It's persisting, but hopefully you can just about understand what I'm saying. And I've got a little bit of news which you may not have heard. It's only just broken, and that is that the rematch between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk, according to Turkey ALALSHIKH, will be on possibly December the 21st. So only a few days before Christmas, it will be in Saudi Arabia. It was originally thought of as possibly being in October. That was the original date that was contracted, because as you probably know, the original contracted deal was for 2 fights. But I think when you consider that we're now on the cusp of June, so we've got all of June, July, August, September, and then possibly 2/3 of October, 4.5 months for the sake of argument, when you consider the fact that it was a very grueling fight. The fact that Tyson Fury had damage to his nose, that Usyk apparently had some jaw damage, but it wasn't broken. Fury was claiming post-fight that he'd broken Usyk's jaw. I don't think it was broken, it was damaged. But it was a grueling fight that takes it out of you and that puts miles on the clock. And it's not remotely surprising to me that October was too soon. Both guys spoke of wanting a little bit of time away, from the ring, and just, spend time with the family and lick their wounds in a nice sort of TLC environment. Can't blame them for that. They've earned it. Both these fellas earned it, that's for sure. So when you consider that, when you consider December the 21st, that's close to 7 months and 6 months. So that's fine. They could have a couple of months off. As I said before in one of my recent videos, I do hope that, we know that Usyk is a consummate professional. We know that he doesn't mess around. He doesn't go up and down in weight and, drink and do all that nonsense. Hopefully Fury will not allow himself to pack on weight, or not allow himself to sort of go binging and then have to do a fat camp before the rematch. If he stays in shape and he allows his body time to settle into a weight that's, mid 260s, maybe late 260s, I think it's almost a statement of the obvious, but I think that will benefit him. There's no doubt that, I think Usyk is probably a little bit, barely, but a little bit on the downside of his career, just a little bit. I can't imagine that those 12 rounds against Fury didn't take something out of him. But I definitely think Fury is past his best, and it's probably because of the weight, putting it on, taking it off, and so on and so forth. The lifestyle doesn't help. You just can't cut corners. You simply can't cut corners with lifestyle when it comes to being any kind of professional athlete, certainly not a combat sportsman or woman. You have to live the life. And hopefully whatever he's got left, and he's not a shot fighter. I think he did pretty well against Usyk. I had him losing, but I thought it was good enough performance. Hopefully he will be able to maintain, a rough fighting weight, and then come back and study the first fight. What did he do wrong? What did he do well? What should he have done? What shouldn't he have done? And so on and so forth. Hopefully also he'll have a far better camp a far better corner than the first fight. Because again, I did another video on this. Other people have commented too. The corner was pretty much a shambles. You need one head coach. You need one voice in the corner, giving concise, sensible, lucid instructions, not 3 voices jabbering all at once. Sometimes jabbering different bloody things and all. And that, again, that also begs the question, are we going to see Sugar Hill back in the corner again? Maybe we will. But there's something about that camp where it's almost cultish. It's like a cult. And I don't think Sugar Hill necessarily fits into the cult. I also think he's kind of a laid-back guy, and he might think there's too much chaos here, and I've made a few quid out of this guy, and I've done what I can with him, so maybe it's time to move on. I don't know. I could be wrong. But again, as with the first fight, I want both guys to be at absolute optimum physical and mental, emotional, psychological condition. We want both of them at their absolute best, so that, if Fury wins, and I would make Usyk a favourite going in, but it's perfectly feasible Fury can win, then that's 1-1. Usyk won't have any excuses, and if Usyk wins again, Fury won't have any excuses. That's what you want with any super fight. And, two guys at their absolute best, no skullduggery, no nonsense, no controversy, all that crap. So yeah, it's a good bit of news. I'm kind of glad that it's not going to be in October, because for that reason, I think if it was to be in October, you might not get both guys having the chance to come in at their absolute best. December, yeah, we've got that. So what do you think? What's your opinion? If you've got any, please leave your opinions below, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you could do that, that'd be great. And hit the like button if you like the video as well, and spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. Thank you for your time as always. I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.